Welcome back, guys. It's your boy PepsToCool, and I am back with another NBA 2K21 video for you guys. Now, guys, I know y'all read the title, man. I hate to do this, man, but I wish I had video. I wish I would have recorded this, honestly, man. I wish I had my OBS running, but this wasn't something that I planned, okay? So let me just give you guys a little bit of a backstory here, okay? Now, personally, guys, I've been following Brutalsim since 2K17. Now, everybody who knows me know I made the exact same shot creator build that Brutalsim had on 2K17, and I patterned my game off of Brutalsim and Ticino from 2K17. When I started YouTube, a lot of people and my friends, they'll tell you, I always said all I ever wanted was 10K subs, because that I remember when Brutalsim had like 8K subs and he finally hit 10K, and I was like, man, if I could get to 10K subs like Brutalsim, hey, that would be perfect for me. I mean, that's all I could ever dream for, you know? So I'm not starting this video trying to start mess. All I'm doing is trying to get it really off my chest. And I just want to let you guys know that, you know, sometimes you watch somebody and you follow them, and when you do meet them, sometimes they're totally different than who you thought they was. Sometimes we convince ourselves that this person's our friend because we see them so much on YouTube, we watch every video, it's like we know them. It's like we almost build this relationship in our head with them, but it ain't really real, you know? Now, I've watched Brutalsim's videos in the past, like years and years ago, but personally, guys, I don't watch Twitch really like that no more. I don't watch live streams. I'm more of a YouTube guy, and I think most people are mostly YouTube people. The only time I really watch a live stream is if there's like a new game that came out, and I kind of want to see what it is before I buy it, you know? But I digress, guys, okay? I was watching Brutalsim few days ago. I was watching him a few days ago, you know, and he was streaming NBA 2K like always, you know, and well, you know, Brutalsim, I've been watching him for years, you know, and I've never heard him like be really foul-mouthed, you know, like cursing and stuff like that a lot, you know. I've never seen him act like that, you know. Now, I don't know where Brutalsim is from, but he has the dreads, and he's got like kind of like a little bit of an accent, you know. And so I always thought of Brutalsim as like a Rasta. Now, me personally, a lot of you guys might not know, I'm a Rasta as well. I don't mean a Rasta as I smoke weed all the time, because I don't do that. But what I'm talking about as a Rasta is I try to live as naturally as possible. I grow fruits and vegetables. I have chickens in my backyard, you know what I'm saying? I try to live a natural life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I read the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what being a Rasta is all about. A lot of people think Rasta is all about smoking weed, you know? So, when I heard Brutalsim cursing a lot, and he wasn't just cursing, as a Rasta, you know, you were supposed to respect religion, you know what I'm saying? I always thought he was a Rasta to me. Maybe I was wrong. And he kept using the Lord's name in vain. He kept saying JC, 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 JC. And I'm talking about like every 30 seconds. Like anytime anything bad happened, he messed up, and he was messing up a lot. He missed a shot, and he kept getting blocked. And the other team, they was whooping him. And it was like every other word out of his mouth was JC, 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 you know? And on everything I love, man, I can tell you he said JC probably 15 times in about a 6-minute span, okay? I mean, it was coming out of his mouth a lot. Now, I know that's a grown man, and, you know, he can say whatever he want, but I felt as an OG Rasta coming to another Rasta, we basically like the same age, you know what I'm saying, right around the same age and stuff like that. I thought it was my place that maybe I should say something to him, you know? What a lot of people don't understand is, when you're a Rasta, man, and you see wrong being done, if you don't say nothing or do nothing about it, then you're just as guilty as a person doing the wrong, you know? And so I tried to say it nicely. I was like, look, I typed in the chat, my exact words were, I'm not trying to be funny or disrespectful, brute, but you have a bad habit of using the Lord's name in vain. Now, before I finish what I'm saying right here, guys, I just want to give you guys a little bit of context here. Now, I've associated with a lot of people in my lifetime. I've had a lot of friends in my lifetime. And I don't want to call anybody specifically out, but I've had a few friends in my life who had the same bad habit, okay? And they picked this bad habit from being around other people who were saying the same thing, right? You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people, they don't know when they use JC the way people use it. They don't know that they're using his name in vain. You know, they don't know what they're doing. And once you tell them what's going on, usually they're like, dang, I didn't even know I was doing it like that. Like, they catch themselves, and then, you know what I'm saying, usually try to correct themselves. Now, some people are just, they don't care, and they're going to do whatever they want, and that's fine too, you know what I mean? But as a roster to another roster, I felt like it was my duty, or something was compelling me. You know how something like compels you, or you just gotta say it, you know? Like, I'm trying to be helpful, not being disrespectful. That's why I started off with, I'm not trying to be funny or disrespectful. You know, I was trying to give advice, you know? And that's why I said it the way I said it to Brute. And I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know if I don't think I was expecting him to be like, oh, my bad, you know, or nothing like that. But I didn't expect him to, like, come at me the way he did, you know? You know, Brute basically came at me like I was just some bum dude. And not even a man, actually. He called me a child like I was a kid, you know? He's like, oh, this old bum kid, you know? He came at me. I'm not going to even really use the words he was saying at me, man. But he was being really disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? He was coming at me real hard like I was shooting shots at him. When I never was shooting shots at him, I was just doing what a roster's supposed to do, you know what I mean? Like, you know, part of being a roster is living the right life, you know what I mean? And, like, when you see wrong and you don't speak on it, you're wrong as well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just as guilty if I see somebody doing wrong and I don't say nothing. So after he said that to me, you know, he came at me real crazy. You know, he basically cussed me out, you know what I'm saying? And called me a child. And then when I tried to type to him again to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't mean to be disrespectful or anything like that. He read my comment, but he didn't read it out loud. I could see him start to read it, but he didn't read it, you know? And nothing else I said, he wouldn't even acknowledge anything I said, you know? And I just felt like, you know, how could you do that to somebody, you know, that's been following you for so long? I even listened to him, bro. I've been watching you since you had like 8,000 and you hit 10K on 2K17, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an OG, bro. Like, I didn't mean it disrespectful or nothing. I tried to apologize, even though, you know, I don't really think I needed to apologize, but I did try to apologize just for the sake of, I didn't want to, like, you know, our first interactions together in years, he probably don't even remember who I am. Like I say, I ain't watched his Twitch in forever. To be like that, to be something negative, you know? But I knew he knew I was right, because after I said something to him, even though he went off on me, you know, like I say, I'm not going to say exactly what he said, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to kind of, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. He stopped saying it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I left his chat and I went to Jay-Eazy's chat or whatever like that. And like I say, you know, Brute, he didn't say it one more time. Like, he knew I was right, you know what I'm saying? But the way he came at me was like, how dare you speak to me? You know, like he was above me or something. Like I'm just beneath him, you know? Personally, guys, you know, I was taught as a young man that a man is not a man if he can't admit when he is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be a man. You're not a leader of men. You're not a man, bro. Like, if you can't admit when you are wrong. But the way he came at me, man, is like, I unfollowed him on Twitch. I unsubbed to him on YouTube, you know. Honestly, man, you know, it really hurt me down deep, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though I ain't never really met the man in person, because, like I say, guys, you know, I patterned everything I do really after Brute, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything was all, I just always wanted to hit that 10K subs, you know? And even my friends will tell you to this day, it's always been like that. I can't tell you how many videos I've started off and said the exact intro that Brute does to his YouTube videos back in the day. like just paying homage. And I would always say shout out to Brute right after I was doing it because I'm one of his OG followers. You know what I'm saying? Hoping that maybe one day he would actually watch one of my videos. So don't take this wrong and think, oh, I'm coming at Brute's neck and I'm trying to be disrespectful to Nate. Brute, I'm sorry, I say Nate. My bad, guys. Nate Robinson on my mind, man. After that knockout, bro, it's like, how could it not be in my mind? But anyway, it's not like I'm trying to be disrespectful to Brute or I'm trying to come at Brute. I'm just trying to let you guys know that sometimes people who, when you think they one person, they just really not, okay? They're a whole nother person. Now, personally, guys, I don't want an apology or anything like that from Brute. I'm just going to go my separate way. I can't follow somebody. First off, guys, I'm a leader. I ain't never really been a follower in my entire life. You know what I'm saying? But I could never sub to somebody or be one of their followers on Twitch or anything like that when they act like that. They act like a child, you know what I mean? So he was really acting very childish, like almost to the fact that, like, when there's like a little kid and you take something from them and how they act real crazy, like he kind of was acting like that, you know what I mean? Like he didn't act like an adult, he's a 30-year-old man, okay? Brute ain't no child, you know what I'm saying? He not 18, not 16, he not 22, he like 30 years old at least, right? So like I say, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want an apology from him or anything like that. I don't want anything from him. I'm just going to go my separate way. But I did want to talk about this, man, because I think it's a lesson, not just for me, but to everybody, that, don't put your faith and trust in men, and don't always assume what you think on YouTube is real. People pretend. And like I say, guys, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the like button, you subscribe, share the video, and if you didn't like the video, let me know down in the comment section that I'm hot trash, guys, all right? And like always, guys, Peps out. Peace, love, and hair grease.